Hello and welcome to this video. This video will show you how to join one of our webinars by going to one of our webinar training websites. It's a simple process, so here's what you need to do to join one of our webinars. First, you need to go and select the day that you would like to attend the webinar and also the time. Once you confirm this, you simply go and click on the button where it says click here to register. So again, confirm the time and then click here to register. When you've done so, it will take you to a WebEx registration form. So there's two ways you can start registering. You can simply hit the register button located here, and then also there's a register button located down at the bottom. You can click on either one of these and they will take you to the same registration form. Also, it confirms the time of the webinar, also the time zone, how long the webinar will be, and what the webinar is going to be about. Once you've confirmed that you're in the right place and you want to register for this webinar, simply hit the register button. When you've hit the register button, simply fill out the form with your information. This information will remain confidential, and it helps us know who you are, so we can ensure that you get the best of this and get the most out of the webinar. So simply fill out the form. Under country or region, it should just remain 1. But if you're in a country besides the US, simply hit the country region and it will find your country code. Go ahead and put in your phone number. Please confirm your email address by typing it in again. If you would like to receive more information about future webinars, simply hit the Yes button. If not, hit the No button. If you have your customer ID number, please put it in now. This will help us know exactly who you are and what your account number is, so we can add a note letting us know that you've attended the webinar. When you are completed, you simply come down to the bottom right and you will see a Submit button. If you would like to cancel your registration, simply hit the Cancel button. For now, I'm going to hit the Submit button. Here, it will say thank you for registering. It will send an email to your email account confirming more information on how to join the webinar. It will have a link, it will have where you can attend, all of that information. So that will be sent to you via email, so keep that in mind. Now you notice that the webinar has started, and so we can join that. So let's go ahead and see what happens when we join a webinar. Now remember again, you will receive a confirmation email message that contains the event password instructions for joining the event. Keep in mind that there will not be an event password, so you don't have to worry about that. But there also will be instructions of joining the event in a case that it's not going as soon as you sign up. And so you simply click on the link in the email and then it will take you to the webinar. So let's go ahead and actually join now and attend this webinar. Follow the instructions as need be, but this is what the process should be like when you join. When you have joined the webinar correctly, the following will appear on your screen. First of all, it will ask you if you want to use your phone or your computer to join this audio conference. For those that would like to use your phone from your home, you would simply call this number and it will ask you to enter the access code and then your attendee ID. For those that would just like to use your speakers, simply go to Use Computer for audio straight from your computer, and you simply hit Call Using Computer. So you'd simply hit the Call Using Computer button. It'll then get you ready to go, so you are now using it. It may ask you to test your microphone or speakers. You will not need your microphone, just as long as your speakers work. And then, as you can see, once you've clicked that green button, it'll test it, make sure everything's ready to go, and then it should get started, so it disappears after you're ready. Now, there is a widget located up at the top. As you can see, we are currently viewing the webinar, and the person who's hosting the webinar, we are looking at their screen. Now, you'll notice that their screen, depending on how big your monitor is, will either be cut off or you won't be able to see the full thing. If that ever happens, you want to simply click on their screen. When you do that, it'll say View, and you either want to go Fit with Viewer or Fit to Width. So you can say Fit in Viewer, and it will make sure that it shows their entire screen and it fits into your monitor. So again, you right-click on the presenter's screen, go to View, and then you can either go full screen, you can fit to viewer, fit to width, or whatever you would like. Now, you also have a widget located up at the top. Let's talk about that. Once you have made the image by clicking View and hitting Fit with Viewer, you can now see the full presenters, what they are presenting. Next, what you want to do, if you want to ask a question during the webinar or after the webinar, there is a widget located up at the top of the screen. When you don't have your mouse on it, it will say up here, Viewing the presenter's desktop. If you put your mouse over here on top of it, it will bring down this menu bar. To ask a question, you simply hit on the Chat button. With the Chat button, it will allow you to ask your question. You can simply send a message to the host by default. That's really the only one you need, so you don't need to worry about changing that. And that'll send it directly to the presenter, so they'll be able to see your question and answer any questions that you have. Now, occasionally, the presenter will not be showing their screen, or you may be attending early, and if that's the case, this is what happens if the presenter is currently not showing their screen. It will look like a screen that looks like this. If this is the case, that means the presenter is not currently sharing his screen, and he's probably either getting ready for the webinar or currently talking. But his screen will be shared eventually, so be ready for that. That is how you use and how to join the webinar software. Hopefully this video has enlightened you so you understand what you need to be doing. That is the basics. You really don't need to know a whole lot when the webinar is over. You just simply go up to the top right of the screen and hit the exit button. You will then, after you have exited the webinar, be prompted to fill out a survey so we know how we're doing. And then there will also be, it'll take you a link back to your corresponding webinar website so you can sign up for additional webinars. Thanks for watching.